It's actually kind of funny how this works out, because I just traded Booker, and I guess Raw didn't have the money to renegotiate his contract, so here he is in free agency. Of course, I have a full roster of superstars and no money, so I can't actually get him. However, this could be kind of funny, because I know I'm going to lose Carlito to free agency, because I'm not going to have enough money to renegotiate his contract. So, theoretically, if Booker's still there, I could pick him up instead, which would gain me like 11 popularity right there. And if I really wanted to, if I was really dead set on bringing in Randy Orton, I could make the trade for him, because they'd both be 88 popularity. So that's an option right there. I would lose Carlito, of course, but I don't know, maybe there's someone else I could trade. If somebody else would pick up Carlito, I could maybe send away... I could probably send away Chavo, since he's really just a floater at this point. Every opportunity I've given him has kind of not worked at all. So, I don't know. If that happens, it could be interesting. Just an idea. Because again, having Randy Orton would give me yet another tag team to work with. So I don't know. Just spitballing ideas here. Alright, so the match card has been set up. What's up, YouTube? This math was 97. Oh, I did forget to put in the promo, so I guess I'll fill it with something. So we got the World Heavyweight Championship match, Snitsky versus Mick Foley. Of course, it's got to be in a hardcore match because these two men are monsters. So we got to settle it in an environment fitting for monsters. Then we got the TLC United States Championship matchup, because I can't very well do two hardcore matches in a row. So it's Terry Funk versus Johnny Nitro for the US title. We got William Regal and Finlay. They're back, taking on Sabu in singles action. It's William Regal versus Sabu. Got to keep building towards the Royal Rumble showdown. Well, actually, it won't be a showdown at the Royal Rumble. It'll be a showdown the week before, most likely, since I only have so many matches at the Royal Rumble available to me. So, still building towards that. Got to advertise, of course. This is going to be... We're going to finish off our slow burn on Crime Time. They're saying, you know what, we've had our differences, but we're going to try one more time. We're going to try and work together. They're hopefully going to fail against Corvon and Burke, give them a win and a strong debut, and then I'll work from there. I haven't had many slots on the card to actually progress these rivalries in any other way, because all these are basically full, unless I wanted to, like, do like some sort of hardcore triple threat tornado tag, but I don't think anything is quite ready for those stakes. So we're just kind of doing this for now. And then there's this handicap matchup to keep this rivalry alive and also get Edge a win. And Carlito's going to be gone next week, and then he'll come back so he can afford the loss. Yeah, I wanted to get more superstars on the card. Like, I wanted to give Ric Flair some other singles match, maybe with Chavo, but I didn't really have the room. I didn't really have the room for it. And if I'd be throwing anybody else into this match, they would just kind of end up losing. Like, if I turn it into some sort of six-man tag, I'm just giving two other people a loss. Yeah, so that's a bit of a weird scenario this week. But it's happening. Actually, I'll put advertising promo there. And I guess interview... I'll interview the new Marcus Corvon guy coming in. Sure, I guess. Or should I interview, like... I don't know. We'll just... No, actually, I'm going to double advertise. Maybe not my best strategy here, but I need money. Especially if contracts are going to be coming up. I'm just going to double advertise. We'll just do it. Screw it. So I'll make sure that goes according to plan. We'll simulate the tag match. No, Crime Time actually won. So this will be an interesting... That'll add an interesting spin to the rivalry. That did not work out in any way, shape, or form like I had planned. This did not work out like I had planned. Why don't we just simulate this matchup as well? Let's just have everything go wrong. I mean, the handicap matchup went right. None of this worked quite well enough. Maybe the King's Court just shouldn't get a tag title shot. Maybe they're not cut out for it. Maybe they're not meant for it. Maybe Crime Time, another rematch, and that's what breaks their bond once and for all. Or maybe they take on King's Court. Actually, I could do that. Make it a number one contenders thing, since everything is up in the air right now, it seems. Anyways, we got 2 title matches. Let's roll. What's interesting about Terry Funk's entrance is that he comes out with no music. I just find that sort of interesting. Terry Funk's very, very interesting character. But this matchup is sure to be interesting in its own right, as it is a TLC match for the United States Championship. Funk, he's had one opportunity at the US title in the past, though it was in a multi-man matchup. That was at Armageddon when it was a Fatal 4-Way, also including King Booker and Shad. Oh, man. Vicious shot with the ladder there by Johnny Nitro. Although, this is one of those weird TLC matches where it's not actually about climbing and grabbing some sort of object. This one is won by pinfall or submission. So, Nitro and Funk are just trading blows on top of this ladder for really no good reason. Oh, except to deal out massive damage. Johnny Nitro, a superplex, sending Terry Funk into the ring. And Nitro off the ladder into the ring from the superplex. Going to go for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, it was Funk not going to kick out of that. But Terry Funk just kicked out. We're going to say Terry Funk able to kick out of the superplex. That would have been amazing if Nitro had actually managed to put Funk away, but Funk is too resilient for that. That's why he kicked out under his own power. As now, Terry Funk has got Nitro up on his shoulders here. Terry Funk, oh, Samoan drop. A Samoan drop delivered by Terry Funk. Nitro trying to get back to his feet, trying to get back in this thing, but oh, Funk's got him up there again. What's Funk going to do this time? He's off the Samoan drop. He's going to go for another Samoan drop. Maybe that's the plan, is repeat the same move and just destroy the ribcage of Johnny Nitro. Well, look out, Johnny Nitro! Look at that! Well, yeah, you make sure you look very closely because Nitro didn't seem to be looking all that closely. He kind of missed his mark a little bit. But he didn't miss his mark with that chair shot, and now he's gonna, oh man, he's gonna miss that time, because, although that time wasn't his fault. That time it was because Terry Funk able to roll out of the way. Nitro trying to get a hold of Funk, but Funk is going to Irish whip him over there into that table, and then take him down to the side Russian leg sweep on the concrete floor. And now Terry Funk, what's Funk looking to do? He just, oh, grabbed him by the hair. Grabbed him by the hair and just threw him back down onto the concrete floor, and now drives the elbow into the face. Terry Funk, his offensive style, it's not pretty, but it's effective. No one's going to question that. Is now back suplex onto the concrete floor. Terry Funk starting to take Johnny Nitro, starting to take him to task here, just beat the ever-living crap out of him. He just tossed him into the ring post. And now, Terry Funk, he's dragging him. Dragging Johnny Nitro to the ring post, to the ring, dragging him nowhere, because he just changed his mind. I mean, that's the type of guy Terry Funk is. He's a madman. Sometimes you have to wonder what goes on inside the head of a man like that. Well, he just got him off the Thez press. Oh, now an elbow. Elbow straight to the face as Nitro is draped across the apron. Now Funk is going over to... Is he going to grab some sort of a weapon? What's he thinking? Oh, my God! Johnny Nitro tried to fly through the ropes. Terry Funk sidestepped it, though. And now Terry Funk... Well, now he's got a vulnerable Johnny Nitro who just launched himself from the outside of the ring from the inside of the ring to the floor on the outside. And now Terry Funk, well, he certainly has turned this matchup around in a big way, as he's just destroying Nitro right now. But as I say that, well, as I was saying that, Nitro tried to go for a kick, tried to turn things around, but Funk was able to dodge the kick. Oh, and now look at Funk. Funk is now just looking to dismantle Johnny Nitro, try to rip that arm out of its socket, try to dislocate a shoulder here, perhaps. As well, just damaging the nerves, damaging the arm there, right at the elbow. Just, oh God, just ramming it off that ring post, then just drilled him with the ladder. Very dangerous kind of matchup this is. Is Terry Funk rolling outside the ring, Nitro going out to pursue him. You see Terry Funk walking around, Nitro's trying to catch up to him, and oh man! Head scissors there, able to take down Funk. Now what's he doing? Wait a minute. Terry Funk just floored him with a couple of jabs. I don't know what Nitro had cooking, but he wasn't able to follow through on it, because Terry Funk was able to block it, stop it in its tracks. Oh, wait, Funk was starting to taunt. He was starting to get cocky. And Nitro caught the foot, and Nitro hangs him out to dry on that top rope. And now Johnny Nitro. Johnny Nitro's up top. Don't turn around, Funk. You're not going to like the view. Crossbody. Missed. Terry Funk able to dodge the attempted crossbody from Johnny Nitro. He tried to fly high. Tried to fly at him with a kick. But Terry Funk has been able to sidestep these maneuvers. Terry Funk whipped into the corner. Nitro's going to take him up top. This is one of Nitro's big moves. Hurricanrana off the top rope. And Nitro's going to follow through. Look for the diving corkscrew moonsault. Hook of the leg on Funk. Does he have him? 1, 2. No! Kick out at the last second by Terry Funk. Johnny Nitro nearly put him away, but Funk just a little too resilient. Able to hang into this matchup for just a while longer. Oh, and now Terry Funk turns momentum. Oh, and just a vicious headbutt. What a headbutt by Terry Funk. You want to talk about being hard-headed. Typically, people will use that term to mean stubborn. In this case, very literally, Terry Funk just using his head as a weapon. Oh, no. Now using this ladder as a weapon. Leg drop on to Johnny Nitro, who's laid out prone on that ladder. Just amplifying the damage of such a simple move. I mean, a leg drop, it's such a simple move, but you lay someone out on a ladder like that and then go for the leg drop. Well, now they're sandwiched between the ladder, and it does all the more damage in the world. Because now Terry Funk's got a steel chair. Well, Nitro grabs the chair, and Johnny Nitro... No. Funk caught the chair, and now we're playing tug-of-war with a steel chair. Johnny Nitro, though, clocked him over the skull. Oh, no. Oh, no. That blood seems to have only fired up Terry Funk. Nitro went for the chair shot. Not going to get it, though. Terry Funk. Oh, God. Now he clocked Nitro with the steel chair. Oh, and now Terry Funk's going to that place. The same place that Mick Foley went to just a couple of nights ago at Armageddon. A couple of weeks ago by this point. My apologies. Getting my facts inaccurate. Oh, man. But another chair shot from Nitro. Terry Funk doesn't quite seem to be having the same results that Mick Foley had by getting busted open. He certainly is. I mean, I think at this point it's a little too late in the matchup as now Funk goes headfirst into the steel chair. Funk is down. Funk may be out. Johnny Nitro standing shooting star press. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Johnny Nitro, it was certainly a war, but he manages to retain the United States Championship. So Johnny Nitro, he certainly got a tremendous effort out of Terry Funk. He got busted open for his troubles. It almost looked as though Funk was starting to get into the zone the same way that Mick Foley was able to, but Johnny Nitro just had more left in the tank. He was able to quickly shut down the match before Terry Funk could really get fired up. Threw him into that steel chair head first, then nailed him with that standing shooting star press. And Nitro's tremendous United States Championship reign continues. And here we go now, main event time. The man who could throw a wrench into the plans of the hardcore legend Snitsky, the monster, goes one-on-one with the world champion Mick Foley with the world title on the line. The fate of SmackDown could very well hang in the balance. As right there you can see, oh God! Mick Foley went out for the sledgehammer right to the rib cage of Snitsky, and this is what Mick Foley's got to do. Mick Foley's got to beat him down. Well, he's got to beat him down before Snitsky can take control of the match. Oh, no. Snitsky tried to take a shot with the sledgehammer. Foley not going to let it happen. And this is the type of environment where Mick Foley would succeed. If he's got Snitsky, I mean, he might not be able to keep up with Snitsky's power, but certainly, if he can continue to strike at him with these weapons, might be able to shut down the match before it even begins. And that's what he's looking to do. Mick Foley, butterfly DDT. The double arm DDT might put Snitsky away right now. 1, 2, no. Snitsky able to get the arm off the canvas, but you can see that was not a typical kick out. That wasn't a power out from Snitsky. I mean, his ribs have just been absolutely destroyed from all those sledgehammer shots. You can see he's struggling to breathe as Foley coming in with the steel chair. Oh, but now Snitsky's able to catch him. Snitsky finally was able to catch him. And now just Snitsky going to work. Snitsky trying to get in this thing, trying to go on the offensive. But there you see again, Mick Foley goes right back after the ribs. And Snitsky really just hasn't been able to even get started in this matchup. And again, Foley back to the ribs. It's a smart strategy on the part of Mick Foley. But, I mean, yeah, as I said, Snitsky just has not been able to get started in this matchup. He hasn't been able to get anything cooking. Mick Foley shut him down from the very beginning. The sledgehammer shot certainly did give Mick Foley... I mean, they changed the tide of this matchup. I mean, this could have gone totally differently if Snitsky had started off on the upper hand. But instead, because Mick Foley was able to use that sledgehammer, because he was able to put it to good use, he's been able to take the upper hand on Snitsky here for, so far, the majority of this matchup in the early stages. As now, Foley just raining down punches in the corner. Snitsky is just... I mean, Snitsky's in trouble. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. He is in dire straits right now. Is Mick Foley now. Oh, well, Mick Foley. We saw him do this to Edge at the pay-per-view. We saw him do this at Armageddon. He's got the head laid out on the steel chair, and now Mick Foley's going for the sledgehammer. Mick Foley going for the sledgehammer, but he took too long. Snitsky's back to his feet. Oh, and now Snitsky's got a hold of the steel chair. Snitsky's got a hold of the steel chair, and he just clocked Mick Foley in the skull with it. Snitsky's got a hold of the steel chair, and now just raining down chair shots. He's going to go for chair shot after chair shot. Oh, but Mick Foley caught that one. Caught that one. And then just struck Snitsky in the face with it. And again, Foley raining down with a sledgehammer, going after the legs of Snitsky. I mean, Snitsky just hasn't been able to mount much offense here. He's been absolutely decimated by these weapon shots. Oh, and again, when Snitsky tries to use the weapon, Foley's too quick. Able to catch him mid-swing with a neck breaker. And now going for the cover. Off the neck breaker on the concrete, too. 3, Mick Foley retains the world title. He's able to defeat the monster Snitsky. Well, I don't think Snitsky's going to be very happy about the outcome of this matchup. But like it or not, Mick Foley, he used the tools that were at his disposal. He went hardcore, and that was enough to neutralize Snitsky. Foley, he just struck him down quick really at the start of the matchup, went right for the sledgehammer, and that was the difference maker. Foley was able to utilize that sledgehammer to its full effectiveness, and as a result, he really won this matchup as soon as it began. I mean, Snitsky just didn't have a chance to keep up. And I suppose that truly shows the difference between a guy like Snitsky, who is raw power, who's just all about brute strength, and a guy like Mick Foley, who... You know, Foley, he didn't fight harder than Snitsky in that matchup, but he fought smarter. And oh my god. Whoa. 4.5 star out of the US title match. That was unexpected. That should have been the main event. We might have even gotten a 4-star show, if that was the case. Although, yeah, this is what we're competing against. ECW got 4 stars, Raw got 3.5, so of course, it was the one week where we have a good show, and the other brands also have great shows. It looks like Booker was able to beat Batista in his first appearance on Raw. Oh, shoot. I wasn't thinking. I just lost Carlito, too. Well, a well-laid plan just got snuffed right out from under me because I was dumb. So we've lost Carlito now. 26 weeks. 26 weeks for both. Why didn't they just sign Booker at the beginning if they could give him that much money? What on earth? Well, let's see. I could definitely get rid of Chavo because I don't really have much else to do with Chavo. Bring Carlito back and maybe grab someone else. I guess that's the plan for right now. Oh, and also, okay, well, these are all from the week before. So I got 4 contracts expiring. Let's see what I can do. Was one of them Chavo? No. Chavo's got 3 weeks. Well, this will be interesting. So we need Sandman. I need Funk. Oh, no. I'm not going to have enough to get Regal this time. Oh, wait. No, wait. Hold on. I got to do this right. Because this rivalry is still ongoing, so I should sign Regal and let Elijah Burke go, because Burke isn't doing anything right now. And I just gotta make sure that I don't screw up and lose him, like I just did with Carlito. Alright, so Man, I really screwed that up. Let's see fan support. Yeah, we're just nowhere. We're just nowhere. Power 25. Whoa, this changed. So Funk and Foley dropped because of Funk's loss. Edge is back up to number 1 by snapping his winning streak, I guess. Sabu and Sandman continue to climb. Nitro moving up. Wow, Gregory Helms is up pretty high. That's a surprise. You got Crime Time there. You got Snitsky here, Burke and Corvan. Oh, I thought it was at 25 already. So it doesn't look like Booker showed up anywhere despite being on Raw, because it's all occupied. Oh, Punk and Marcus, that's also a thing? Huh. I did not remember that at all. Well, that's interesting. So if I just give Marcus Corvan a bunch of wins, I could theoretically elevate both guys. Just by proxy. That's kind of interesting. Alright, so I guess now the mission is to, 1, I'm going to put him... no, let's not do that yet. Let's boost his popularity first. So Chavo's going to become a superstar overnight, just out of nowhere. Because I gotta trade him. Well, let's see what that does me. So I'll do that, and I'll also do a villain movie, because I want to get some cash. Because I need some cash. Just a regular success, 10,000, still pretty good. Still pretty good. So he's at an 83. So if I do the trade, that'd be an 83 for now a 75, because Carlito dropped some more. So 83 for a 75, that means I have roughly 8 popularity points. Well, that's not really going to do much here, because I can't get someone with just 8. Who's their lowest? Well, I mean, they do have Ashley. And I don't really want to elevate Ashley for them, but that might be what I have to do. I mean, it's either that or I grab somebody like Kennedy again, who has floundered in the past. I mean, I don't think this initial trade is going to work, but I'll test it. Yeah, no. Well, I think ECW has Kelly from the last time I boosted her. I think? Yeah, because she's like an 86. Let me see if this is what I have to do. I might have to boost him one more time so I can actually make this trade work. Carlito and Ashley. Let's try that. Trade accepted. Okay. So we've got Carlito back. I had to get rid of Chavo to do it. So now, the thing is, I could... It's a matter of, like, who do I want to go trade for now? Because I did just trade away Chavo. I mean, Randy Orton is still on the table. By the time I have Ashley elevated high enough to actually get Orton, he will have his contract re-extended, so that's a possibility. If I do want to reunite Rated RKO, just as a happy ending sort of situation. Otherwise, I don't really know. Like, there's no reason to bring... I mean, like, if we're looking for callbacks to previous series, there's no real reason to bring back a guy like Triple H, because he doesn't have much of a purpose. Randy Orton is really the only guy who kind of has a purpose, in that you'd get the reunion with Edge, and that would be a way for Edge to snap his losing streak, to get out of his downward spiral. To have one last shot at glory, maybe go after the tag titles. But then, should I go for Orton this soon? Because it is still just January. Well, what I'll do for right now is go ahead and elevate Ashley's popularity. Oh, I should also do something for Carlito, because he dropped quite a bit since I dropped him. We got him for 25 weeks now, so I won't have to worry about renegotiating his contract, so that's a plus at least. Well, unless I boost his popularity so high that he's like, hey, you know, people like me, so you should give me more money. In which case, you know, I'll be kind of shooting myself in the foot. So I'm not going to do any more than that one autograph signing. So I got nothing to do for Ashley right now. She's just chilling there. So we got 19 superstars I can use on the roster now, because I lost one. Burke's contract is going to expire, and I just have to make sure that next week I don't screw up and send him away, because that would be bad. I don't know how I did that with Carlito. I don't know how I just forgot. But I did. So, let's see. They had 3.5-star show this week. Carlito losing to MVP. So, they're using our former guy to put over our other former guy. That's just wrong. John Cena versus Batista for the Intercontinental title. And look at that. Triple H is WWE champion again. Who would have thought? But King Booker's not on the show that week. So, that's interesting. 3.5-star show for ECW. Alright, so that's what we're working with. We are we're 9 days away, so not quite 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. These are our rivalries. This one is probably done. I think I'm done with that. This one's obviously still going. So we'll figure out what to do on next week's show. I will see you then.